Can I begin?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hey. Talk to me now. Hey. Yeah.
So, the Novo culture I found is honest. That's what I identify with it most. I actually found De Novo through Lane Norton. I started watching Lane Norton's videos probably 2 or 3 years ago, maybe, roughly. And then I found out when he started getting into powerlifting, when he did, I believe it was USAPL Southeastern Championship or something of the sort. He started talking about Ben Escrow and how he was doing his programming, and I started looking into the company. And then I reached out to Jacob Allen this past winter over December for consulting work, and it was definitely the greatest decision I ever made. I really like how it's honest. Jacob's been a great person to have coaching, and the reason I identify with is the whole reason. If you look at my YouTube channel, how do I say this? It's honesty, and coming from a person who, as a kid, growing up 17, 18, 19, probably even up into my 20s, I wasted a lot of money on supplements. I easily kept, the big names like Muscle Tech and Optimum, Muscle Farm, and all those kind of guys, and a lot of pretty good business with all the money I spent on supplements. I actually recently have gone back and looked at orders that I placed at bodybuilding.com, and there were several orders in the ranges of several hundreds of dollars, and I had very, very little results to show for it. I mean, I spent years and I could lifting, and I barely could still bench my body weight for more than multiple reps for multiple sets. I mean, it was pretty pathetic. I mean, just the way everything was marketed. I was taking fat burners and testosterone boosters and mass scanners all at the same time. Just because I saw the ads and I believed everything, and that's what why I associate so well with De Novo is it's honest. That's what I love about the company. It's so rare to find that in the supplement industry, and it's a really unfortunate thing. I mean, that's not really what fitness is for or what fitness should be about. And if I can find a company that upholds those values, and I can stand behind their product and talk about it honestly and not have to kind of make some, I guess, scamming remark about how we're going to increase your bench press by 600% in 3 weeks. I can't support something like that. I can't lie to somebody about their product. As much as I'd love to be a part of a company and be a sponsored athlete, I've realized that I want to be part of a company that I can honestly support. Speaking from the past, I've done athlete searches, or started athlete searches shortly then thereafter falling off the wagon of doing it, and I've sort of realized that a lot of companies will do an athlete search and it's indirect marketing. And the thing that De Novo is doing with this method is it's pretty, I mean, you reached out to people, but at the same time you are asking me to answer a series of questions in a private format to you guys, and you're not asking me to post on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube showing me using your product, which I really respect. And even if I don't get selected or not asked, I respect that of De Novo, because I sort of realize those athlete searches, as much as the company may find a new athlete, a lot of it's like an indirect marketing scheme. Like, it's marketing they don't have to pay for, because several, hundreds, maybe thousands of people will enter those, and they will post pictures on Instagram of them using the product and what have you, or YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, whatever 9,000 social media sites are out there, and it's indirect marketing for them, the people using the product, regardless of if they've been a loyal supporter or they just hopped on the bandwagon because it's an athlete search. So that's why I associate with De Novo is honesty. I definitely support you guys for that and back you 110%. So what I think I could bring to De Novo is, I think I have a rather interesting story. So to make it as short as possible, I was a fat kid growing up, pretty lazy. I was kind of fat, played football, but I played offensive line. So I relied on that as my excuse to be fat, and I worked at Dairy Queen, and blizzards and burgers every night did not help the physique at all. So shortly after football ended in high school, I started to get into fitness more, and I started working out because I no longer really wanted to be fat. Had a beautiful girlfriend at the time, so I didn't want to be fat for her either. So I started to work out, and since I got serious about it, the results came pretty quick. And I was like, well, I really want abs, so I started chasing abs. I started to devote my life to abs, and that became like my sole focus. And I started to prep meals because that's what I saw in like Flex magazine and what have you. And I started to become a really, really big selfish jerk. I became really self-absorbed. I was doing the cardio twice a day, like 30 minutes fasted in the morning, and then an hour post-workout in the afternoon. And I would lift weights for easily 2 hours. So I devoted probably 3.5 to 4 hours a day of lifting weights. I was eating pretty low caloric intake, just over 1,800 calories, and all the clean foods that everyone preaches, sweet potatoes, broccoli, chicken, tilapia, and what have you. And I really didn't see any results. My body was pretty much burned out. But mentally for me, I was like, I just must not be working hard enough. So I pushed it even harder. And, it just kept it going in a downward spiral. And on the weekends, I would binge eat. I would eat clean, during the week. And on the weekends, I'd eat an Oreo or a cookie, fresh baked cookie that my mom would make. And I there goes my diet. I ate a cookie, so I guess I can eat the whole kitchen sink because I just ruined, a week of eating crumbs. So you gotta eat everything. So that pretty much went on for like 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. I mean, it wrecked a lot of things. It wrecked relationships with family. It wrecked relationships with friends. I missed a lot of social events, a lot of parties with friends, a lot of memories, and looking back, it kills. I would give anything to have those moments back, and I really owe a lot to Jacob. I hope he sees this. I really owe a lot to him. He really helped me to start tracking macros, and he really gave me my life back. Trying to cry. I don't usually get too emotional, but I mean, I've tried to hint at it in emails when I consult with them, but what he did for me, what he helped me do was the monthly payments that I pay him to be my coach it's so worth it. I mean, I know this isn't really part of the question, but I'm really thankful for it. I'm able to go out and have beers on the weekends and tailgate. And as I do this right now, I am 1 week out from a powerlifting meet. And last night I ate a couple fun-sized packs of M&Ms when doing trick-or-treating with my girlfriend. Or we were passing out candy for the kids in the neighborhood. And I woke up this morning and then I weighed a couple tenths of a pound lighter than the previous day. I mean, tracking my macros has been the greatest thing ever, and that's one of the reasons I made my YouTube channel, was to start talking about my story and the psychological damage that the eating clean mentality has, that you have to eat broccoli your whole life and you can't have fun and enjoy life.
Yeah! Woo! Backwards! Backwards! Squeeze it! Come on! Pull that arm up! Yeah! Squeeze it! You gotta squeeze it! I'm making an appropriate comment. Take your head off! Yeah! Come on!
It was the worst thing to live. I wrecked so many things and I miss it, and that's what I want to bring to the table. And I hope working with a company like Novo will allow me to do that. Help to get that out there in a fashion. I know it's a lot with bikini girls and whatnot, but a lot of guys may not talk about it. But I feel like it's something that needs to be said. And so that's kind of, I guess, my athletic background in some sense. I am a power lifter, but correlated also to my story of chasing abs was I want to do men's physique. Really wasn't interested in men's physique. I just, again, chased the abs, and I really lost passion for the gym. And ever since I started working with Jacob in December, of last year, 2014. Yeah, 2014. And I started doing the powerlifting, squat, bench, and deadlift multiple times a week. I really fell in love with the sport of powerlifting, and I really just lost interest in men's physique. And I don't have passion in the gym for it. But powerlifting, I love it. It's constantly a challenge.
I'm out here going poster. My partners think I lost it. My mama think I'm loco. I keep my shooter closer. You know it's fully automatic. Shoot you straight, man.
And I enjoy it more than men's physique. And so that's, guess, my athletic background. And intellectually, I mean, I'd like to think I'm a smart kid. I have a 3.96, and I'm a civil engineering student. I'm in my senior year, so I'm about a semester away from graduating, and I'll go on to get my master's in structural engineering. So I guess intellectually that kind of sums up how smart I am. I'm an Eagle Scout, so I like to think that, says a lot about my quality, my character, dedicated, hardworking, disciplined, and all those attributes that people associate with Eagle Scout. So I guess that's all I can say intellectually. I wouldn't say I'm the smartest in terms of all things fitness related. I like to think I know some things, but I definitely asked Jacob a lot of questions, so I have learned a lot from him. And I hope that's what I bring to the table at Novo.
Hands in the air, make a little noise in the stands if you're there. Brag on the guy, man, if you're there.
Short-term goal that I have for Novo Nutrition correlates to the products that I feel that are missing from your line. You guys have a very solid lineup of protein and pre-workout products. I'd like to see maybe a joint supplement, maybe a multivitamin and fish oil product. I believe those are kind of some staples, especially for the powerlifters, at least from what I can see in doing some online research and talking to Jacob. Those are some products that would be probably pretty beneficial to add to your lineup. Also, maybe interesting to expand the apparel a little bit more. Maybe add like a Novo Nutrition singlet, or maybe expand just hoodies, t-shirts, give a little bit of variety into your apparel line. And then for long term, it may be interesting to see if you can pair up with bodybuilding.com to help sell your product a little bit, help give you a little bit more reach. It may help you to lower cost if you can do it through a wholesale. I'm not 100% business savvy with everything that goes on in the supplement industry, but if you somehow can increase the supply, maybe your price will go down as you order product and get it created. Either way, those are my goals for Novo. I know you guys probably have your own, and hopefully my goals will help you form some new ones or give you some new creative ideas through this process. So I wish you guys the best with your company, and I will be a continued supporter in the future. So I almost didn't do the tribe application when I saw this question about the Novo products. As I mentioned before, I was a supplement abuser, as you can call it. I'm still actually going through that stash of supplements. I'm going to use them just to get rid of them because I spent the money on them. And I get excited every time I throw out one of those bottles because the product's gone. And I really, cut back down on it. I'm pretty much taking the basics. So I don't have a necessarily favorite product. I know which product I would most likely use is your protein supplement. So I can't honestly say it's my favorite. I trust the contents that are in it are actually in it. But I can't say it's my 100% favorite because I have not officially taken it yet. But I will be planning on purchasing Novo products after I finish off my supply of junk from mainstream supplement companies. And as I mentioned before, I plan on using your products just because you guys are honest. You're upfront. I believe in what you post on labels actually in the bottle, and it's very rare to find. That's really what I've been searching for in a company. As I mentioned, I've tried thousands of different products. Every big name supplement company you can think of, I've tried them, and it's a bunch of marketing scams. really, since I've become a supplement minimalist, courtesy again of Jacob, I've really seen the best results. I mean, granted, my training's on point, my nutrition's on point, which is exactly what it should be. It's a supplement, and it's meant to supplement a proper training and nutrition regimen, which, courtesy of Jacob, I now have. And I take a very minimal amount of supplements, a protein, a fish oil, multivitamin. I take a joint supplement just because I powerlift, and I'll take a caffeine pill in the morning if I need it before a training session, and that's pretty much it. So I definitely am a supplement minimalist. Based on your line, the only product I would like to see is a joint supplement. I know you guys sponsor or support a lot of powerlifters, and I think that would be beneficial to them and to the mass market. Currently, the one I use is Animal Pack's Flex. They're the best out there, and they're the other brand that I like a lot because they're a no foo-foo brand.
This is so original. This is so real to be an animal because there's no foo-foo, there's no glamour. This is what I was made to do,
as I like to call them. So I definitely think that would be something very beneficial to bring out as a joint supplement of the fashion with glucosamine and all the other goodies that come along to keep your joints running strong and healthy, especially when you powerlift, as I have known from past experience with joint injuries. The core element of De Novo that I relate with the most would definitely be authentic. I think one, like I mentioned before, the format that you are doing your next, I guess you call it an athlete search, is very authentic. It's very genuine. You guys are not asking me to publish pictures of me using product. You're not asking me to make posty scams with, James 10% off at denovonutrition.com. You're not asking me to do indirect marketing schemes to help you guys out. You're just asking me to answer these series of questions to try to get to know me as best you can through these questions to see if I'd be a good fit for your brand. I think that's also very authentic. In addition, you guys don't publish a bunch of marketing ploys. You don't publish a bunch of BS in your product. You don't pump them up with a bunch of useless junk. You don't have scantily dressed women to get me to sell your product. That's one of the things I have trouble with is I live in Ohio. I'm only about 2 hours north of Columbus. So each spring, late winter, is the Arnold Sports Festival. And next year I'm going to go. I'd like to see the powerlifting meet that goes on there. But I really don't have anything to do with the expo. I find the expo to be, it might be enjoyable, but for me personally, I can't really relate to it. It's a bunch of people wanting to get free junk from, women, that aren't really dressed very appropriately, I guess you could call it. When I go to a supplement company, I don't want them to have naked women for me to want to take their product. I want your product to be good, to be high quality, and to function like you say it is, and to have the contents that you say are actually in the bottle. If your product is good, I believe you could have an angry gorilla try and sell it to me and I'll buy it. It doesn't matter. If you have to do a scheme like that to get someone to take your product, I don't really think that's authentic. I think that's rather schemy. So I definitely appreciate the character of De Novo through your authenticity, and I will be a continued supporter throughout the life of your brand. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to view these clips. I wish you guys the best with your search for the next person to join the De Novo tribe. I hope that person is me, but if it's not Jacob, don't worry, I'll continue to use you for your coaching services. You've been a tremendous help, and I hope you realize that through watching this video. And I will also be a continued supporter of your supplement products, and I look forward to working with you guys in the future. I wish you all the best, and I hope your short-term and long-term dreams come true, and best of luck.
Ladies, man, now look at my left hand, now I'm a one lady man. Now I love to meet all my unashamed lady fans, but there's a line in the sand. I flirt with one lady man. That's it. My sisters ain't sex crazy or sex days. They only check mates that look at more than their chest game. Porn ain't no porn. My men don't play rated X What's up, Louis? What's up, Louis? What's up, Louis? Hey, 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 hey.